Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tennis Ace. Before we get started, I have to make a quick announcement about this series. It is going to change because doing this whole three of each route and then move on to another three for a different route, and then like I get so invested in the route that I'm doing for those three videos that when I have to switch, I get really bored about it. Not really bored, but like kind of disconnected, I guess is the best way to say it. So we're gonna focus on one route and one route only. And I'm not even sure which one is the furthest along, if I'm gonna be quite honest. Um, I think it's Keisuke's, so we're gonna do Keisuke's first. What happened last time in Keisuke's route? I don't even remember. I think last time we did this route, we had just left his house and his family drama that I said was like King's Landing or something. I think that was the last Keisuke video. I don't know. Could be completely wrong, but whatever. I guess my hopeful has, Sit around in front of the window, idly twiddling my thumbs around as I look at the sky. From the moment we woke up today, there's a pretty bad storm going on outside. Clouds are so dense that there's barely any light shining through. Still feels like we're in the middle of the night. Aki and I should have left for school a good 15 minutes ago, but we didn't have the courage to brave the weather, even with an umbrella. Oh boy. What was my Aki voice? Okay, I don't even. Hey, Nikki, the weather forecast is supposed to be like this all day. He's in his school uniform. Interesting. Aki emerges from behind me, looking down, his face with a frown. Well, clouds don't look like they're about to let up anytime soon, so I suppose you must be right. It's not me that's right, it's the weather app. Wiggles his phone in front of my face for effect. Whatever. You can call that weird thingamajig in your arm anything you want. You're not technology illiterate. Stop acting like an idiot. Oh, come on, brighten up. If the sky is cloud and the sunshine must come from within us. That is quite possibly the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Again with the, surprise at relatively simple statements. Also, what's the other way of talking? You're 12. I haven't lived long enough to say that. Alright, fine. I'll stop joking around. No, you were joking? Sorry, I couldn't tell. Yeah, keep talking like that smart guy. Just remember when to cook your food. Fine. Fine, you win. Don't be so upset. This sort of outcome was already to be expected. They can't bash your awesome big bro after all. Keep that up and I'll kick you on the shin. Got it. I swear, no sense of humor at all. I don't know why anyone jokes like that, to be completely honest, but okay. What are you supposed to do about school? Should we call a cab? Can you imagine how expensive a cab would be under these conditions? This guy will probably be charging ridiculous premiums just to go out in this rain. It's true, so we're just gonna have to miss class today? Unless you want to go outside in this rain, then yeah. If you do decide to do it, let me know beforehand so I can have popcorn at the ready. Don't worry, I touched you outside to see if it's safe first. Hey! Aki chuckles, walking up to you and throwing himself on the living room couch, opening his bag and grabbing a textbook from inside. What are you doing? Studying. If I can't go to school, then I should at least study the material I already have at home. Seriously? Don't you know how to enjoy your free time? You should just take this chance to relax. No thanks, I don't need to end up like my useless older brother. Fuck off, dick. Hey. Still love you, though. That's... God damn it, you're lucky, really cute. Need any help with your studies? You? Hardly. Hey, I'll have you know that I'm still on top of my class. I can handle middle school curriculum. I still don't really need any help. I'm doing fine myself. Stan be a little more friendly now. Fuck you talking about? He's being friendly. He just doesn't want your fucking help. I'm plenty friendly. I'm plenty friendly enough. Yeah, dude, you have serious people issues. You don't seem to understand. Oh, whatever. Just you were cutting up me on the couch to watch a movie. Now you're ignoring me. Back to being cute already. By the way, do you think Mom will have to go to work with this rain? Wait, she's not at work yet? Marky shakes his head sideways. She said she was given the morning off, remember? She even asked us not to wake her up when we left for class, and she only has to be in the office in the afternoon. Alright, I forgot about that. Well, if the rain keeps up like this, I don't think she'll go either. She doesn't have a car to begin with. I guess you're right. You don't have a car? Oof. You can't be that poor. You're living in this nice-ass house with 2 floors. I'm always right. No, you're not. No one's always right. Let's not exaggerate. Eh? Sound of a knock in the front door makes both of us jump. Oh boy, it's a dark and stormy morning, and there's a knock at the door. Oh, this is a perfect setup for a horror story. Oh boy, it's not gonna be though. I kinda wish it was. That would actually be really cool. Just the fact that someone is knocking in the middle of this heavy rain is already shocking enough. But how loud the rain is, just how hard I have to knock. And who would be knocking somebody's door in the middle of a storm? I'll go check the door. Knocking gets more intense as I get close to the door. Coming! Oh my god, hello. Hello, cutie. You're here. Oh my god. Let's open the door. White hair immediately jumps inside the house, brandishing a wet umbrella. So, you're telling me that Mr. Keisuke Arushihara just went through all this rain to get to this house. Interesting. That totally doesn't exhibit the behavior of a crush. No. Suddenly I'm catch by surprise and I cry out. Calm down, Edixon. It's just me. Keikun? Jeez, do you have any idea how bad the weather is outside? Why'd you take so long to let me in? What are you even doing here? I mean, of course it'd take me a while. How would I expect someone to knock on my door under these conditions? Oh, I guess that's true. Well, he seems to remain mostly dry despite the storm outside. I see a few wet spots in the hem of his pants and shoulders. Damn, your earlier response for coming all the way over here in this rain. Here, come inside. It wasn't that bad. My driver brought me here. Yes, I forgot that you're rich. It's been that long since I played his route that I actually forgot he was fucking rich. 2 of us walk back to the living room. Aki quickly walks up to 2 of us and hands Keisuke a towel. Here, figured ever's outside be pretty wet, so I went and get a towel. Oh, nice thinking there, Aki. Thank you, Akiyoshi-kun. Nothing. Make yourself comfortable, Keisuke-san. Aki walks back to the couch and plopped himself down, picking up his book once more and continuing to read it. Oh, you're studying despite the rain? Yes, since I'm a student, the least I can do is study, especially when I'm supposed to be in school. See how he is, Keikun? Isn't it ridiculous? Not at all. That's very responsible of Yakiyoshi-kun. Maybe your older brother could stand to learn a little something from you. Exactly. Exactly. Fucking exactly. God. You know, sometimes Yuichi drives me up the fucking wall and he's not even a real person. So that should tell you something. Honestly, a lot of the characters in this game drive me up the wall, but, you know, that's a symptom of their writing. With, like, Saya being a fucking... Oh, God, there's a scene. There's a scene that is genuinely unbearable. What? See, I told ya. Keiko, don't turn your back against me, too. Not turn it against anyone. You really could stand to study a little more. Give me a break. I'm already in the top 5 of my class. I don't need to study more than that. If they can do that well despite studying so little, then shouldn't you try to aim a little higher? What are you, my mother? No, just someone who worries about you and your legendary levels of laziness. Good luck getting through to him. He already ignores me, Mom, Sweetie, and Cyane. Seriously? How many people do you already have on your case over this? Oh my god, he has blue eyes. How did I not notice this? Literally the entire time I've been playing this fucking game. How did I not notice that? That's adorable. I have blue eyes. I don't want to talk about it. Good grief, you're impossible. He really is. He really is, Keisuke. He really is. Holy shit. Keisuke shakes his head with a sigh as he towels himself. Upon looking a little closer, I noticed he was actually a lot more drenched than initially thought. Under the undershirt he wore underneath his jacket was clinging tightly to his chest, making the muscle definition show below very visible. Tasty, I guess. Despite his somewhat frail-looking constitution, Keikun's body was very well built from all his years as a tennis player. He might not have as much muscle as Soichi or me, but he still had a very good-looking body. I don't really like muscly muscle men. They're honestly gross looking. I genuinely don't get why so many gay guys are all over the big, buff, bara, furry husbandos. They just don't look fun. The, I mean, honestly though, the fact that the furry fandom can we always say, oh, it's not sexual, it's not a sexual fandom, and then you have a bunch of fucking idiots like that going around and constantly spouting about their furry dick favorites or some bullshit. I mean, yeah, I'm not guilty. I look at fucking porn of furries. I don't go around on like places that other people other than me and my friends will see that shit. Fuck that. But some people just are shameless fucking idiots that post that shit online purposely. Whatever. Something the matter, Alex? Did he heard me, didn't he? Keikin seems to catch me staring, something even I hadn't realized I was doing. Once my attention was called to it, I immediately looked away, my face feeling oddly flushed all of a sudden. It's nothing. If you say so, thank you for the hour, like Akiyoshi-kun. It was very helpful. Aki lifts his arm, flashing the hair, thumbs up, and making Keisuke chuckle. By the way, I asked this right after you came in, but you didn't really respond to me. What are you doing here, Keikun? Shouldn't you be at school? That's actually why I'm here. I know most of you guys walk to school. Michiguchi-san and Narata both tend to go quite early, just like I do. So they'd already arrived before the rain started, but I started thinking about you and how you usually leave for class around this time. I realized you and Akiyoshi-kun might be stuck here, so I decided to call my driver and come by. So wait, you came over to pick us up for school? Exactly, aren't I a genius? Once again, what are you, my mother? Shut the fuck up, dude. He's a considerate friend, and you're being patronizing in your fucking thoughts. Christ almighty. Mr. Genius, I think we're gonna have a problem. Lucky chimes in from the couch. The two of us look over his direction and see him looking down his phone with a frown. Weather report just got updated. The storm has been classified a weather hazard. Classes are being canceled and people are being advised to take shelter where we're building they are. What? No way! It's true. Sorry you came all here away for nothing, but even if you stay on school grounds, you wouldn't have had class. It's a storm with strong winds and chances of thunder and lightning. What? Did you say thunder and lightning? Yeah, see here? Well, so as to walks up to us and shows us the screen of his phone, where we can plainly see the weather forecast. It's true, damn. Did look like the storm was getting worse, but I didn't think it was getting that bad. Good thing you got her before things got too ugly out there, right, Keikun? Oh, that's adorable. I completely forgot that That's so cute. I see him fidgeting from the corner of my eye, and my attention is immediately drawn away from the screen. Keikun? When I turn to look at him, Keikun is hugging his arms really close to his body, biting his lip. Hey, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. You sure you don't look fine? Wait, could it be that you're afraid of thunder? No, there's no way. Keikun jumps, his whole body trembled at the sound of thunder. Oh wow, that was a big one too. He stares at the ceiling bewildered. Damn, weather's taking a turn for the worse pretty bad. Should we wake up Mom? No, I'd say she can sleep through this and she should be allowed to sleep. Right now I'm more worried about someone else. Hug him! Hug him! Keikun, are you seriously afraid of thunder? So what? It's not a big deal. Almost as if on cue, thunder strikes once more to shut him up mid-sentence. Keikun fidgets where he stands, now visibly trembling to the sound of the thunder outside. Okay, can I borrow your headphones? No, it's going up the stairs to his room. Hug him! Oh my god! Come on, let's sit down for a bit. It's best if we try and make you comfortable. Keiko nods meekly. Once I grab by his wrist, I can feel his entire body. Oh my god, this is a genuine fucking phobia. Holy shit. And try to pretend. I'm sorry I called it cute. Holy fuck. That. Should I must pretend like the whole thing isn't a big deal, as that might give me a better chance to calm him down. Few of us walk around the couch where I push Aki's stuff out of the way so we can take a seat. Here, isn't it better like this? I guess it. Oh my god, no. No, he's crying. Oh my god. Keiko jumps again, his hands clutching the sides of his arms so tightly I'm afraid his jacket might rip. Put a hand on his shoulder and attempt to be comforting. Hey, come on, everything will be okay. But, Keiko. As soon as I touched him, he practically jumped on me, burying his face on my chest and clinging to me in a panic. I look down, I see Keisuke's face really close to mine, his breathing rapid and little teardrops soaring in the corner of his eyes. For some reason, I immediately feel the need to avert my gaze as my face begins to grow hot. Put my left hand on top of his head, stroking it slowly in an attempt to be reassuring. Everything's alright, see? No need to panic. Makes no sound, merely wrapping his arms around me and holding me even tighter. Keikun? It's like he's not even listening to me right now. Is this why you asked me to go get my headphones? Oh boy. Oh boy. Drama. God, that's just good. Sorry, Walter. My friend on Discord. He's British, but yeah, he's more of a Yorkshire accent. Apparently, I know how to do that shit, so I don't really know, mate. He's really cute though. I like him a lot. Oh my god. I swear, if he watches this video and hears me say that, I'm gonna have an actual aneurysm. Oh my god. I don't even know if he's subscribed to me or not. I think he is, but I don't know. How would I know that? Not like I can check my subscribers at any time. No, no way. Aki then comes back downstairs, putting both his arms on the top of the sofa. The sofa back and leaning his chest forward, looking at us. Shut up. Shrugs, handing me a pair of surprisingly bulky earbuds. Wait, why are these so huge? They're like twice the size of regular earbuds. I brought these about 2 years ago. We started bringing girlfriends home all the time. They're noise canceling. No. Haven't had to use them in a while, though. What? Oh, God, the implications of that are... Sorry. Shrugs once more. School, just need some peace and quiet, that's all. Alternatively, you could have just mentioned it and I'd have... Actually, never mind. I wish I never learned of this in the first place. Plug the headphones into my phone, start playing some music. Then I slip into Keisuke's ears. Immediately, the shivering has subsided a bit. Imagine that since he can't hear the sound of the rain, he's beginning to calm down a bit. Alexon? Hey there. Feeling any better? Nods meekly, his face rubbing against my chest as he does so. I can barely hear you. His headphones are working. He continues to work at Aki. I have it going to jump away from me when he knows it's Aki here, but Keisuke stays put where he is. Thanks. You alright? You seem really out of it. I don't like thunderstorms. He nuzzles my chest once again, continuing to cling to me tightly despite knowing Aki is there. My god, that's adorable. You're lucky it came when thunder started then. People would really tease you at school if they saw this. Make attempt at humor to try and alleviate the situation. I think you'd be the one most likely to tease him in the first place. And it gets promptly shut down. You don't let me asking, how do you even deal with this other times, Keisuke-san? Sound of thunder echoes once more, but Keikun doesn't seem to have any reaction to it this time. I tend to lock myself in my room and just listen to music until it passes. He mouths a silent "oh," looking down at the hair's meek figure with worry. What about when you're in public? You can't shut yourself out in public, aim you? I use bathrooms. Just then, the image of a scared Keisuke attempting to silently sob while locked inside a bathroom stall comes to mind. I don't like that image. This does not inspire joy. And it breaks my heart. Yeah. Yeah. I put my arms around him, hugging him with still shivering hair close to my body. Wrapped with a meek yelp before hugging me tighter, too. Thanks. He stares at the two of us like that for a few seconds before stepping back from the couch. Well, I'm gonna go gather my things and go up my room and study if you don't mind. Sure. If you're already done by then, how about we all have lunch together? Alright. Aki quickly picks up his book and bag and carries it back upstairs, disappearing from my sight with another word. Focus my attention once more on the white hair I have in my arms. You alright there? No, it's not bothering to look up or say a word. At least not shaking nearly as much as he was before. Still, afraid of thunder, huh? Even though I can see it right now, I still have trouble conciliating that idea with the image of, that's a fucking bizarre word. I guess I have to excuse it with Basket not speaking English as a first language. I think he's Brazilian. Yeah, he's Brazilian, which means Portuguese is his first language, which... Fun language. Lots of fun quirks about Brazilian Portuguese, honestly. By the way, I don't want to be a bother, but didn't you say your driver brought you here to pick us up? Nods once again. Wouldn't that mean he's still waiting for us outside? Ah! Pulls headphones out of his ear and fishes his phone out of his pocket. See a few idle twitches here and there as he starts hearing the sound of the rain again, but he remains more or less composed. Maybe he'll run to me as calming him down a bit. Certainly would like it if that were the case. And you say you're not gay, and you say you don't like guys. Interesting. Hello? Are you still guy? I just found out that the class has been cancelled for the day due to the storm, but it's been declared dangerous to go outside. You should probably come in too. No, I'm not going back to the estate in the middle of this storm. Because it's unsafe. No, it wouldn't be a bother if you came and said... Fine, just seek shelter, okay? Don't wait around for me outside. I'll call you to pick me up once the storm's gone. Turns off the call and drops his phone on the coffee table next to us, sighing. Keisuke hesitates for seconds before putting the earbuds back in his ears. Is everything okay? Yes, he's just a stubborn old fool. He insisted it would be inappropriate for him to come inside your house and said he would drive back to the estate. Maybe he doesn't got an accident. If he's that confident that he can drive through the rain, then I'm sure nothing's going to happen, really. Let's hope for that. Why do I doubt that? Oh, boy. And, I mean, I played this before, but, like... It's been a while, and I don't really remember all the small details. I like, remember the big plot moments, like, major moments, but I don't remember, all the small details. Finally pulls away from me, sitting on the opposite end of the couch and adjusting himself. No! Oh, are you feeling better now? Yeah, having something else to focus on helps. Sorry to have, you know. So can you speak a little louder? It's a bit hard to hear you now that I'm further away. Got my throat nodding. Don't mind me asking, what's that about? I've never seen you act like that. I don't like thunder. Let myself work another sarcastic, no way! How come I never heard about this before? It's not something I can freely advertise. I imagine how much I'd be made fun of for this. Besides, my family already gets on my case enough as it is about showing weakness. I don't need to add one more thing to the list. I guess that's fair. I just hope I was able to help any. You were? I just... Sorry to have clung to you like that. God, that was mortifying. It's fine. Don't have to worry about it. It's not a big deal anyway. It's surprised to see you like that. You're usually so composed. Well, it doesn't always affect me like that either. I usually keep an eye on the weather forecast and have time to prepare for it, so it doesn't get to me nearly as much. It's just the rain today came out of nowhere. No weather report mentioned it, and then there came thunder. I can imagine. For what it's worth, he already looks so much better. Doesn't dare take the earbuds off now. He's sitting and talking to me much more normally than before. I didn't expect her to kind of want to call for comfort, though. I, I, I told you, just wasn't prepared for it. I haven't heard to point out how cute he is right now, but I'm pretty sure he'd murder me if I did. Yeah, it's no big deal, right? Right. Even if it was unexpected, I have to admit that I kind of like seeing this more vulnerable side of him. Kay can be really cute sometimes. Are you kidding me? He's cute all the time. How long have you had this problem? Ever since I was a little boy. Not many people know about it, though. Sorry we ended up finding out. It's fine. If it's you, then I don't mind it much, I guess. Oh, I feel flattered. Yeah, whatever. I wish Akiyoshi couldn't see me like that, though. Don't worry. Aki's not the type to tease you about it or tell others. I knew that, but it's still embarrassing to know he knows. You worry too much. And you worry too little. What are you gonna do now? Hang out here until the rain passes? Probably. Sorry for the intrusion, by the way. You're saying that now? After you already barged into my house without saying anything? You have a really weird sense of timing, Keikun. He had a fucking panic attack, dude. Jesus. It's no bother. I like having the chance to spend more time with you anyway. Thank you, I'm happy to hear. Is there something you want to do? I have a few games we could play. I really don't recommend using devices plugged to the wall in the middle of a thunderstorm. Oh, yeah, that's a fair point. Now that I think about it, I should probably start unplugging stuff from the wall until the storm passes. If anything expensive were to get fried, we'd be screwed. Might be a bit of a bother when you're like this, but can you help with unplugging stuff from the wall? It won't take as long as the two of us. Sure, so long as keep these earbuds on, I'm fine. You don't need to worry. Although you might have to speak a little louder if you're far apart, I'm barely hearing you as it is. Almost an hour later, the two of us sit in silence, staring at the ceiling with nothing to really distract ourselves from our boredom. Not only that, the continuous sound of rain outside is starting to make me drowsy. I'm already sleepy enough at this time of day without adding rain to the equation. Fuck! God damn it. At least I eventually got my phone back from Keikun and had him plug his own to listen to music. Man, I'm bored. Why don't you use your phone? What am I supposed to do with my phone? We shut off with the Wi-Fi modem, remember? Then just use your data plan. I don't have a data plan. If I did, don't you think I'd already be using it? Oh, that's fair. Do you want me to make a hotspot for you with my phone? No, it's okay. Don't waste your data on me. I have unlimited data. That's not going to be an issue. What? Seriously, aren't those plans really expensive? Dude, he's fucking rich. Aaron really stares at me without a word, starting to make me feel really stupid what I just said. Oh, right, I forgot. It's alright, Alex-san. So, do you want me to make a connection for you? Pass. Well, he is tempting. If you're sitting right next to me, I'd rather just us do something together. Then why didn't we? What exactly are we gonna do with everything shut off? Cuddle in front of a fire, watch a romantic movie? Why would you mention something like that in the first place? You were clinging to me a little really tightly a while ago. Maybe you'd like. Ow! Get promptly punched in the shoulder before I changed to complete my sentence. Jeez, Sideshot has a really bad influence on you if you're doing this kind of thing now. This is what you get for saying really embarrassing things like that. It's just a joke. Don't take it so seriously. Oh, now he's going silent on me. Come on, I didn't mean to mock you or anything like that. I really didn't mind it much. It was kind of pleasant, even. Pleasant? Yeah, you're pretty soft, so it felt nice. Soft? What's wrong? Why are you acting so weird? I'm not acting weird. Oh my god. Yes, you are. Your voice has gotten so high and squeaky they almost sound like a dog whistle. Weirdo. Do you think the rain's gonna pass anytime soon? Doesn't seem like it. It's still coming down pretty hard. Yeah, it really sucks. Should probably follow Akiyoshi's example and study right now. Ew. Or better not wait to use your time off. It's no time off, really. We're supposed to go into school today. It's just the weather got in the way. Come on, man. You can't be that uptight about things. Live a little, for God's sake. I really don't need to be hearing that from you. You barely ever study in the first place. Yet I still place really high on my exams. That's one thing that always annoys me to no end. What's that? Nothing. I agree with you. I blink a few times, staring dumbly at the hare's face. Every now and then I catch him doing this exact same thing, mumbling incoherently to himself when people say things to him. Never quite get what he's saying, but I always get the feeling it's not exactly very kind things. So you're actually going to waste your time off and try to study? You have to frame it as though it was a bad thing. I feel judged. I do, and I am totally judging you. Whatever, can I use this in your room to study for a bit? Sure, I can help you. Help me? I thought you'd already part in it. I mean, don't take me wrong, I still find ED is super boring, but at the same time, nothing better to do, and I feel it might at least be a little fun if you help me study. I've been tutoring June lately. It's pretty funny to see him getting worked up over stuff. Especially math. Man, he's really terrible at math. Welcome to my life. Fuck math. I wonder if I'll be able to see their cute side of cake by doing this. No, I don't need you to help me. Come on, I might be a lazy bum, but I'm at least decent at this. Besides, I'm your senior. I've seen all the things you're studying already. That's not the issue here. Nope, I don't care. Come on, I'm gonna help you study. But, Alexon! Grabbed the storm hair by his wrist, dragging him up the stairs, kicking and screaming towards my room. That's, okay. Once we were inside, I turned on the lights and pulling up a seat for Keiko at my desk. Come on, stop pouting. It's no big deal. I'm not pouting, I'm huffing. There's a difference. To be honest, I don't really care either way. You're such a pain sometimes. Yeah, but I'm also your friend, so you should indulge me sometimes. Indulge you. Come on, pull out your books already. Show me what you're having trouble with. Keiko clutches his bag a bit tighter, looking away from me. I already told you there's no need. I'm fine studying by myself. Jeez, Keiko, will you stop being such a stubborn mule and show me your books already? We don't have all day. Stubborn mule? Why do I get the feeling I'm being insulted here? Not important, just whip out your books already. God damn it, you're really insistent, aren't you? Fine. Just don't say I didn't warn you. Huh? Harry sighs deeply, as if the whole thing is a big annoyance to him. Pulls out a couple of standard issue school notebooks, some pretty familiar textbooks, and wait, what are these? I've never seen these books before. Grab a few hardback books that look totally unfamiliar to me. Rifle around a few pages, trying to see what they are about, and wait, what the hell is this stuff? I've never seen it before. There's a bath I've never seen before, and is this another language? I told you I didn't need help. I'm doing just fine with my general studies. I was going to focus on my more advanced stuff. Seriously, what on earth is this? College grade math? It's mechatronics, actually. Well, I don't like the idea of inheriting the company. It is still a possibility if I fail to make it a tennis player. In that case, I refuse to do it half-heartedly. So you're studying up on something you don't even like in case you're forced to do something you don't even want to do. Well, to be perfectly honest, I find the subject to be fascinating. I just don't want to have to study it in the circumstances I'm studying it. But if I do end up working in my company and then becoming the CEO after graduation, I want to be sure I'm prepared for the best job possible. Well, it's surprising to go through so much work trying to prepare for that when it's something you're actively trying to avoid doing. Just because I didn't want to do it doesn't mean I get a pass or do a crappy job at it. If I have to do with it, I should at least do my best to do it as well. Do it well, wow. See? This is why I like Case. Well, he's a hard worker. Yeah, you get it. You fucking get it, people. You get it. Wow. It's really like you. No, I always envy that about you. That? What do you mean? Work ethic. No matter what it is, you always try your best at everything you do. That's what I was gonna say. It's fucking just, ugh. Just can't bring myself to be that serious about everything. Just looking at you go sometimes is really exhausting. Still, I really admire that about you. Like a son. Keikun shifts a few times in his seat, looking away from me. Oh no, actually in the mood a bit awkward here. Hey, why don't you explain a bit of this mechatronics thing to me? It's mechatronics, and since when do you have an interest in this kind of stuff? I don't, not really, but you must be pretty knowledgeable about it, right? I want to hear you sound smart. It's pretty fun to see. What? Are you making fun of me? Nope, I'm being 100% honest. In that case, then you're really weird. Sounds about right. Well, at least he's honest. Anyway, explain it to me, please. Alright, just don't complain if it bores you out of your mind. No way it's gonna happen. You have my full undivided attention. We'll see about that. Yes, you fell asleep. Uh-huh. Asshole. Wake up to the sound of rain outside. My eyes feel very heavy at first, and even though I can feel the fog of grogginess in my mind, I still choose to keep them closed for a few minutes. Then, as my body begins to regain further consciousness, I blink a few times. Turning my head on whatever hard surface I seem to have fallen asleep on, I see a figure sitting next to me. I see a mound of white fur wearing a school jacket, thoroughly immersed in a really difficult-looking book, at least judging from the fact that I can't read a single word that's on the cover. Then, as I move my head a little further, he seems to finally notice me moving. Ah, Alexon, you're awake. Still holding up his book, he looks at me from the corner of his eyes, but really turns his head away from his book. Wait, when did I fall asleep? Harry smiles warmly, looking down at with an amusement on his face. About 15 minutes of me explaining mechatronics to you. I have to say, when I expect you to get bored, I didn't think you'd totally conk out. Sorry. Don't be, I didn't mind. You looked really peaceful sleep and listened to your breathing and relaxed too. I noticed when no longer wearing the earbuds as before. It's odd, I can still hear the rain going outside just as much as it was before. What about your headphones? It's alright, it has been a thunder in a while. I took them out so I could hear you breathe. Like I said, it was really relaxing. No offense, but that's kind of a creepy thing to say. Is it? Sorry. You care about the weirdest things, Keikun. You're laughing. Did I say something amusing? No, it's just... Only Keikun can be so much like Keikun. What's that supposed to mean? I like you the way you are. You're pretty easy to get along with once people get to know you. I don't know if that's supposed to be a good thing. Of course it is. You don't have to try and analyze every little thing that I say for implications. Although I know you do it nonetheless, because that's just the kind of thing you do. I see. What are you up to now? It's different from before, isn't it? Yeah, I finished with that subject a while back. I'm studying a bit about foreign economies. Book is in Spanish, so you might have a hard time reading it. You can speak Spanish? Remember that being the list of language you told us about a while ago? It's pretty awesome. Hardly, I've been trying to pick it up, but I'm still pretty slow at it. Like I said, the only ones I have any confidence in are English and French. With everything else, I just know basics. I've been studying this particular book for a little over 2 weeks, and I haven't even gotten halfway through it yet. Isn't that really boring and difficult? No, it's not. God, when you actually care about the subject you're reading about, it's not boring. And besides, I doubt you even read books. You fucking moron. As if that matters. Whatever. Difficult, maybe. Definitely not boring, though. Is it weird that I enjoy reading up on this stuff? The languages, I mean. I find it really fun to learn how to communicate with new people. Why are you so relatable? Holy fucking shit. That is a mood. This coming from a guy who barely speaks to anyone outside of our group. The same could be said about you, you know. I know, but at the same time, I don't talk about how incredible it is to learn to communicate. It's just like you to make fun of me for things I like. Yeah, I might tease every now and then, but it comes from a place of love. Oh, really? So you love me now? Of course I do, isn't that obvious? I didn't expect you to answer like that. Nothing wrong with admitting you love your friends. Right, it's that kind of love. Oh boy. Did you say something? Just muttering to myself about this book. You should probably go back to sleep. You seem tired. I didn't plan on sleeping in the first place. Plus, I'm polite to do it with guests over. I just showed up out of nowhere and stuck around. You don't have to fuss over me too much. I don't have to, but I choose to. Thanks. By the way, how long is I out for? About an hour and a half. Seriously, that long? Yeah, but really surprised me. I was wondering a few minutes ago just how long I'd be able to sleep. It's kind of embarrassing. Oh yeah, you should definitely be embarrassed. You're teasing me now? Yep, it's one of my favorite hobbies lately. Psst, you're a little shit, you know that. Kate can close the book he's been reading, putting it down on the table and getting up from his seat. Harris stretched a few times, grunting. See his shirt lifting up slightly and get a good glimpse of the well-toned muscle underneath. Oh my god, you horny motherfucker. Oh, not gonna read anymore? No, I've got enough studying done for now. I'd rather us do something together that doesn't cause you to pass out. I want to say that's unnecessary, but you're probably right. Perhaps Aki Yoshikuns are done with his homework. The three of us could do something together, couldn't we? Knowing Aki, I doubt he'd be. We can still check anyway. It's not even 10 a.m. yet, so he's probably going to be holed up in his room for a while more. How someone that's my flesh and blood could be so damn different from me, I still can't understand. That's a dumb thing to say. Well, whatever. Let's just go downstairs before you fall asleep again. Probably for the best. He's in his tennis shirt. Of course he is. Walk down the stairs, stop at Aki's door, and get no response. We go back to living room, the two of us see him sitting on the couch with his phone in hand. Oh, Aki, we thought you'd still be studying. Lifting his eyes to the tiny screen, my little brother responds in a monotone. I was until a few minutes ago. People started mentioning my phone, and I gave up. Oh, really? Who are you talking to right now? One of your classmates? Toka-chan. Toka? What's she doing talking to you? You talk every day, you know. You're not the only one who's friends with those two. Fair enough. I know I've only met her once, but that girl scares me. That's when Aki looks up from his phone, looking at her with a frown. Looks almost offended. Toka-chan isn't scary. No, I don't mean that she's literally scary, just... She kind of reminds me of a younger Mitsuguchi-san. She's also kind of mean-spirited. Oh, yes she is! Yes, she fucking is! Toka-chan isn't mean-spirited, she's wonderful. Oh boy. He's getting more and more intense, and we can cake and shrink where he stands. Okay, Aki, calm down, we get it, you have a major crush on Toka. For that, I don't. Have someone that's going too far with teasing. What, I'm just joking, I don't mean anything by it. Teasing people over who they like is a bit... Tell the Turkish that I said hi, okay? He shoots me on friendly glare before typing something in his phone. Done, anything else you want? No, I'm fine. Since you're going to be here today anyway, how about I make a lunch for us? We can leave our lunch boxes for school tomorrow. Sure, knock yourself out. Want to help me out? Nope. Aki ignores me totally on his phone. Come on, Aki, you have to learn to cook at some point. You're going to be a teen soon. I don't see you getting on Suichi in his case about not knowing how to cook. Suichi is an exception. I wouldn't want to be the one trying to teach him to cook because I'll likely end up dead. I want to say it's a cruel thing to say, but it's probably true. Still, I'm not interested. Okay, you can help me out here. Tell me you should learn how to cook. Oh, yeah, you should probably learn to do that. The enthusiastic response. You can't just ask me to do something out of the blue and expect me to do it in a certain way. Lame. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start my phone. Thank you very much. Have fun making lunch. Sometimes I regret doting on him so much. Little shit barely has any respect for me at this point. Okay, can't think from you and me. Doing what? Making lunch, of course. I have to help out. Be faster that way. Still not even 10 a.m. Why did you lunch this early? Don't overthink it. But Keisuke, you should just go along with him, otherwise he's gonna bug you until you do what he wants. This coming from the one who never does what I ask him to do. I do too, just not this time. Sure. I don't know about this. Come on, cooking is fun. It'll be nice way to spend time. I have my doubts about that. Don't have to seem so enthusiastic about it, you know. How come people never seem to go along with what I want? So annoying. Pretty please. Take a step closer to the hair, trotting him in my best puppy dog eyes. Alright, you don't have to look at me like that. Well, that were better than I expected. Great. You are so dense. You are so dense, Yuichi. Holy fucking shit. The crush he has on you is visible from over 100 miles away. Holy fuck. Grab Keiko by the wrist and drag him with me to the kitchen. Let's move this again. Come on, Keiko, you have to let loose sometimes. I would hardly refer to cooking as letting loose. Close enough. Open our fridge, peering into things we have inside. Yeah, you cannot be that poor with a fucking kitchen like this. Holy fuck. Since I'm not in charge of keeping our groceries stocked, I already have a pretty good idea what we have available. Still, I prefer to confirm I have everything I need before I get started. Lead to pretty annoying moments later when you realize you're missing one key ingredient you need to make your meal. Okay, I have no idea what katsudan is, but okay, I think curry would be a good choice. I remember cake you mentioned a while ago that you really liked it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Since he's staying over until the rain passes, I might as well do something nice for him. Alright, decide what I'm gonna make. What's that? Curry. Curry? Yeah, I remember you mentioned you loved curry a while ago. Don't remember when, though. You don't have to go through that trouble just to make something for me. It's not any trouble. Besides, everyone else likes curry too, so it's not like it'll be a problem. Besides, even if you're doing better, I know you're still anxious about the rain. Let me pamper you a bit. Thanks. Well, let me think of something you can do to help. Should probably avoid giving to anything that involves handling sharp objects. Wow. You might be fine now, but I don't need a hare jumping around the kitchen with a knife if there's thunder again. Come to think of it, there's not much you can do that wouldn't be dangerous in that kind of scenario. I guess I'll just have to try my luck. Hey, Keiko, I'm gonna ask you to chop the vegetables while I work in the meat, okay? Okay. Take the ingredients out of the kitchen, out of the fridge, and hand them to Keiko along with a knife. Set aside the spices I'm going to use and the meat once I'm finished cubing it. Doesn't really take long, but I try to make sure all my cuts are evenly sized so things can cook uniformly. Then, what are you doing? Turn around to see incredibly mismatched pieces of vegetables being cut and tossed into a bowl. Then been washed beforehand, or peeled. I had to see a few pieces of carrots, just little bumps on their outside because I haven't even been touched. I'm slicing the vegetables like you asked. You just went right into slicing? What about washing or peeling, and why are they all different sizes? I I mean, the vegetables themselves are all different sizes, too, so what's the problem? I can't believe I actually just heard those words coming out of his mouth. Just trade places with me, okay? I'll handle the vegetables. You can work on sauteing the meat. I already set the spices aside, too. Sauteing? Okay. Try to salvage what I can from K-Kun's hack job preparing vegetables. Guess he's no knife skills to speak of, huh? As I'm focused on my work, washing, peeling, and dicing all the veggies, making sure to keep them uniform in size, a strange smell hits my nose. I realize I hear popping, followed by a squeal. Turn around just in time to look to shut off the fire on the stove as salt was flying everywhere. Why is there a mountain of salt covering the meat? I was doing like you asked me, I was sauteing. What the hell do you think sauteing means? It comes from the English word salt, right? Okay, kid. Yeah? You have no idea how to cook, do you? No. Sorry. With respect, I should have seen that coming. God was raised in a giant house with servants doing everything for him. Of course, he wouldn't know how to do household chores. It's fine. It's my fault. So many you could. Although you could have just said you didn't know how to in the first place. Who are you, Soichi? I'll just do this myself. You don't have to worry about it. But I want to be useful. You don't have to do something you have no interest in. It's fine. I never said I had no interest in it. I just never learned how. Can't you teach me? What's with that look? Fine, I'll teach you, but if you don't know how to do something, you better tell me. If I see you screw it up because you don't want to say something, I'm gonna get pissed. Got it. Boy. Well, boy. Oh, boy, indeed. Was a mess. One day. Cool. Well, I wouldn't go so far as to say that things have been going smoothly. Keikun was much better at following directions than I thought he'd be. Well, for sure I was going to end up with another Soichi in my hands, but he seems to possess the better part of common sense. For the most part, at least. This stuff is really tiring to do, but isn't it fun? I'm not sure. Now we started cooking really early because I easily took twice the time I normally would to teach him how to cook. Even if the recipe was pretty simple, it still took a bit for me to teach him how to do basic things. And then again, for someone that has no experience cooking and is used to being served his whole life, Keikun is actually surprisingly competent. We're adding the finishing touches by this point, so there's not much more room for error here. By the way, how spicy do you like your curry? I'm not fond of spicy foods, so we usually have it mild, but I can add a bit more pepper to it if you like. No, it's fine. Don't let me trouble you any further. Any further? How exactly you're troubling me? You're already cooking for me, and then I messed a bunch of stuff up, and you had to teach me how to cook. I call that fun, not trouble. Seriously? Yep, I had fun teaching you. Besides, seeing you be so inept at something was kind of cute. Most of the time, I only see you doing things you're really good at, so it's hard to remember that you're also a person with flaws. So far as I just thought most of them were personality flaws, though. Well, food should be ready now. Why don't you go set the table like Kalaki? I'll trust you know how to set a table, right? Of course I know how to set a table. I'm not that stupid. Aki's still sitting on the couch, lazily tapping away at his phone. Probably still talking to a toke after all this time, too. I'm just ready. Still chilling with the Tokichan. Yeah, she's really bored at school since most of her friends didn't get there before the storm hit. And they're not being allowed to go out. Maybe I should have messaged Saya-chan and Soichi to make sure they're okay. Can't imagine June having gotten there before the storm hit, but I should only message him just to be safe. Can you go wake up Mom while I finish getting things ready downstairs? Sure, I'm surprised she didn't woken up sooner with this storm going on outside. She works really hard. Not surprised she'd just pass out when she went to bed. True. Aki walks off to go check on her, leaving me alone in the living room. Walk over to the kitchen and see Keiki setting the table without any issues, so I decided to pull my phone for a bit. So I had to send messages to my other friends to make sure everything is okay. Well, at least they're all trapped in the school during the storm. They have each other for company. Oh wow, I'm already getting a message from all three of them. Things are okay over here. A lot of student. Oh boy. Things are okay over here. A lot of student council members got here, so we made a run for the building. Only fell once, but I'm fine. Be careful, you idiot. Not an idiot, don't be rude. Seriously? Even in the middle of a storm? Did these guys have no sense of self-preservation at all? What are you, a lemming? Boy. You know what, June? Yeah, what you doing? Storm started a few minutes ago, but before you arrived, lucky for him he's all wet, though. In what world was that lucky? I don't know, could be worse. He could have gotten stuck in the rain. That is so not funny. Oh, now I've gotten from June as well. No. Yeah, like son, I got wet. It's so. Oh my god. That's the mental picture I wish I didn't have in my mind. Still, I'm glad to see they're all okay. Despite a few mishaps. Alex, I'm gonna finish in the table. No thanks, I can usually be down in a bit. Let's just wait until my mom arrives so we can start eating. Sure. Almost 12 hours later, the rain finally dies down. Luckily, there weren't any other issues with thunder or anything of the like. Turned out that the thunderstorm had somehow turned into a typhoon halfway through, so that explained the lack of thunder and lightning. Still, we didn't know much to do to pass time for that. Aki, Keiko, and I ended up playing card games all day. I wouldn't call that a boring thing to do. It doesn't rank up in my list of desired activities. Mom was so tired that she just took a play with her upstairs. Barely even noticed Keiko either. Pretty funny to see him all shopping because he didn't even register his presence. It's already late at night when Keiko called a driver to take him back home. Still, overall, I can say that I really enjoyed this day. Oh boy, that was a long one. That was literally almost an hour. Yeah, I'm gonna stop this video here. It's shorter than the other ones, I know, but I don't really care, to be completely honest. Come on. Cool, alright. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoy. I'll see you in the next one.